When the richest man in the country, my dad, placed 4 photographs before me, my mind uncontrollably drifted back to the tragic events of my past life. I was once my father's only heir, unaware of the malice in people's hearts due to my sheltered upbringing. I treated these 4 people as true friends, even sharing my jewelry and wealth with them. Declan, however, was a devout Christian who never accepted my generosity. He was always locked away in church, praying, never sparing me a glance. I thought he didn't love me until I inadvertently opened the church door one day and found him kneeling before a poor female student, kissing her feet with devotion. Luna, you are my only faith, greater than even the Lord. Now that I've been reborn, I refuse to give them a good life again. Looking at my dad, I said firmly, Dad, forgive me, but I want the one from the Johnson family. Dad was shocked, his eyes wide. You must be kidding. Everyone knows he's a complete scoundrel. Plus, he supposedly has some unsavory habits. Are you sure you want someone like that? Of course, since I've been reborn, I must make the best choice for myself. But not long after, this man cornered me, and that's when I realized he had also been reborn. On my 20th birthday, it was time to choose my new fiancé. In my past life, I joyfully chose Declan, oblivious to the conflict and pain in his eyes. When I opened my eyes again, it was my turn to announce my fiancé. But Declan, holding Luna, sternly warned me, I will not marry a vile woman like you. Just seeing you makes me sick. Adeline, in this life, don't even think about breaking me and Luna apart. Everyone watched us. They all knew I had been trailing after Declan, a humble suitor. Now, being publicly ridiculed, everyone was waiting to laugh at me. I clenched my trembling hands, the pain of my past haunting me, and forced a smile. Rest assured, even if I choose a dog, I won't settle for you. Declan's expression changed, and he looked smugly at me with Luna in his arms. Sorry, Miss Lynn, Declan isn't the kind of person you can buy with money. Declan held her tightly and commanded me, Luna isn't well. Go serve her well at Seaview Villa. Whenever you see her, you should kneel on the ground like a dog. Otherwise, I won't take over Lynn Corporation and work for you. With that, he left with Luna in tow. Watching his back, a cold smile crept onto my lips. It seems Declan forgot that he isn't the richest man yet, just a worthless orphan. The banquet ended unpleasantly. My parents, delayed by traffic, were furious after hearing about Declan's humiliation towards me, ready to confront him. But I held them back. Mom, Dad, I'm willing to marry Wesley. My parents were surprised, hesitantly looking at me. But don't you like Declan? I lowered my eyes, hiding my hatred. Our Lynn family is so wealthy, he's just an orphan, not worthy of me. My mom wasn't well, so my parents adopted 4 boys as candidates for my fiancé to prevent my loneliness. Yet, they felt my adoption severed their hope of finding their real families, treating me with cold sarcasm behind my back. I pitied them, always compromising, which made them see me as weak and easy to manipulate, leading to a tragic end for my entire family. Mom gently advised me, Adeline, we just want you to be happy. I held my mom's warm hand to my face. Though Wesley is a womanizer, marrying into the Wesley family can still elevate our Lynn family. Declan is poor and will only be a burden to our Lynn family. My parents exchanged a glance, sighing in the end. But I heard that Wesley is quite the womanizer and might even have some disease. Are you sure you want to marry him? Seeing Mom's reluctance, I acted spoiled in her arms. Any disease can be treated. Besides, if it can't, I just need his sperm. After all, having a child doesn't necessarily require any contact with him. Seeing my determination, my parents stopped advising me. They were just inevitably disappointed in Declan. They had already graduated from college, and technically, the Lynn family didn't need to support them anymore. Yet, under the guise of being my future husband, he continued to leech off the Lynn family shamelessly. I just asked my parents to cut off their cards. Unexpectedly, they stormed into my house that night, furious. As soon as the door opened, I was pushed hard, crashing against the shoe cabinet. Declan looked grim. Adeline, besides using money to control others, what else can you do? Following him, the 3 others looked at me with contempt. Griffin openly showed his disdain. Everyone knows you're desperate, can't live without a man since you were young. Asher rolled his eyes. Miss Lynn, is this another round of your 4-choice game? Geez, if you're itchy, find a tree branch to scratch against. Don't stick to us, I find it dirty. Finn, always the most hot-tempered, looked at me with disdain, causing us to be burdened by you. Not only can we not find our real parents, but we're also ridiculed for spending a woman's money. It seemed, in their eyes, I was despicable and shameless. But they willingly got adopted back then. I fought back tears. Then why did you come today? All 4 of them changed their expressions, looking at me with resentment and anger. Finn clenched his fists, growling at me in discontent. That's what the Lynn family owes us. If we find our real parents, why would we need to endure the Lynn family? Declan, looking at the other 3, warned me in a low voice as if granting charity. If you don't want Lynn Corporation to go bankrupt, be good. Unlock the cards, and maybe I'll allow you to be a hidden lover if I'm happy. I just couldn't understand. If my family hadn't adopted them, they wouldn't have even left that orphanage. My parents never stopped them from finding their families. It was their choice not to give up the affluent life with the Lynn family. But why did they hate me so much? I was about to tell them the engagement was cancelled when I was pushed hard to the ground again. Miss Lynn, sorry, I didn't mean it. Please, don't blame me. Even though I was the one who got hurt, Declan immediately embraced Luna. Adeline, if you're angry, directed at me. Stop bullying Luna. He glared at me as if I had committed some heinous crime. But I hadn't done anything. Luna was also a poor student sponsored by the Lynn family, transferred to my school 3 years ago by my parents. To show gratitude, she offered to be my sidekick. I thought she wasn't adjusting well and transferred her $1,000 to buy something for herself. But Declan, gritting his teeth, grabbed me, demanding with red eyes, in your eyes, do poor people have no dignity? I never did such a thing. I wanted to clear the misunderstanding with Luna. But as soon as she saw me, she knelt and kowtowed. It's all my fault. Miss Lynn never forced me to be her toy. The four of them immediately recalled the label of spending a woman's money, looking at me with even more hatred. Take your dirty money and get out. Luna is pure and hardworking. Don't use your tricks to insult her. If you have issues, come at us. Besides using money to insult people, what else can you do? Adeline, you're really disgusting. I couldn't bear the false accusations anymore, shouting that Luna was lying. But Luna, in front of everyone, rushed to the rooftop, crying, Miss Lynn, if I jump, can I prove my innocence? In the end, Declan brought her down from the rooftop. He looked at me coldly. Adeline, you really disappoint me. Apologize, or I won't care about Lynn Corporation anymore. Finally, unable to bear Declan's cold treatment, I tearfully admitted to mistakes that weren't mine. I thought it would end things. But I didn't know Luna would use this incident repeatedly to demand my concessions. A recommendation spot, competition eligibility, even a coming-of-age ceremony my parents meticulously prepared for me. As long as she shed tears silently, he would lead the three to isolate me. I end this life, I finally understand. I was never the one in the wrong. I retorted angrily, I've never seen beggars with such arrogance. You want money? Fine, kneel and beg me. Declan sneered, locking onto me like a venomous snake. Transfer Lynn Corporation's shares to Luna, and I might give you a chance to stay by my side. I looked at him incredulously. Are you crazy? Why should I give her shares? Declan looked at me coldly. It's what you owe her, Adeline. If you want to save Lynn Corporation, do as I say.